This right here is a 1/18 scale Chrysler 300C by Maisto. Now, this model is still available. Currently, it is only available in white. It used to be available in this black color and burgundy. This is a pretty nice model, actually. Some of the aspects of this model in terms of little details makes it, I'd say, one of the best that Maisto has made. Like most Maistos, the hood does open, and so do the doors and the trunk. The engine compartment is pretty nicely detailed. So you can see it's labeled HEMI inside. It's a 5.7 liter HEMI V8. This is the HEMI version of the Chrysler 300C. Pretty nice engine compartment there. So you can see there's a little decal down here, which actually has some text on it. It's so small, can't read it, but it's pretty nice. The interior is also nicely detailed. The center console here gets a silver treatment. You can see the GPS up there, the shifter, and the buttons are actually painted, so they look realistic. On the other side here, you can see the controls up here, the dials and such. It's a sticker, so that it looks pretty realistic. The steering wheel right here has a Chrysler logo on it, a little bit of a wood treatment on the top. It's a nice little feature there. You can see this wood treatment carries on to the doors. Also, you get a little bit of that silver paint along the interior side of the door panel there. It's pretty nice. These back doors don't open. It's pretty common with Maistos. If you opt for a higher end model, say one made by AutoArt or Welly or whatnot, you will see that those back doors open, but it's pretty rare to find that with Maistos. One complaint I'd have about this model is the doors. The doors don't shut very well, and they always, especially this one, seems to sort of want to come out of its hinge, actually. So you have to be careful with those doors. Really close them slowly and gently. Otherwise, it could get off center, and you could potentially break this hinge. I just try to open them as infrequently as I can to minimize any issues. Back here you can find the trunk. The trunk is pretty spacious. I put some carpet in there. I like to do that with my models. I actually have a carpeting tutorial video on my channel, so if you want to check that out. But anyway, the trunk is a pretty good size. Right here in the back fascia, you can see the taillights. This Chrysler decal is pretty nice. I'm glad it's a decal. Whenever Maisto implements stickers instead of decals, this doesn't go very well. The stickers don't want to peel off all the time. So I'm glad they did that. You can see Chrysler 300C HEMI also there. Taillights look pretty detailed. These pegs here that hold the taillights in, though, are pretty visible. But otherwise, very nicely done. This chrome accent continues throughout the back bumper here. Very nicely done. And this license plate right here is stock, the Arizona license plate. These exhaust pipes here look pretty realistic. It's about normal detailing for a Maisto. Underneath in the bottom of the car, same thing. Just one single black plastic mold with this chromed exhaust system over top. Not too much detail there. You can also see the HEMI C decal here, and the silver paint continues throughout the sides of the doors. Very nice detailing. The paint job is magnificent. I think that in terms of when you're purchasing Maistos, sometimes it can be a little bit dangerous in terms of paint. Sometimes, especially some of their red paints just don't look very good, like that of the new 2014 Corvette. Did a pretty good job, but the paint, you can just tell, looks a little fake. This paint looks great. I think they did a fantastic job. These wheels are very nicely done, very well casted. You can see the Chrysler logo in there. It's very hard to see, but it's there. You have this brake caliper back here in gray, and suspension, of course. Most Maistos, you do get that suspension, which is very nice. Chrome treatment continues out on these door handles here, and you get a little bit of a silver paint treatment around the perimeter of the windows. In the front of the car, detailing is very, very nice. This grille is chromed over along with the sides here, the bumper. It just looks really good. And the headlights especially, very, very detailed looking. And I think they did a great job on the front of the car. You can see these little lights here. They're hard to see, but there's some floodlights there. And overall, the front of the car is very nice, very nicely detailed. I'm fairly impressed with what they did there. Overall, this car is very large. It's heavy. You can tell that they didn't really use a whole lot of plastic on the body itself. The entire body of the car is metal. The mirrors are also plastic, but it's very well built. Also, this front driver's seat here has just been having issues a lot. I actually bought this car pre-owned at a flea market, so it was $5, and it was just a really good deal, so I went for it. But this seat always leans to one side because one of the pegs is actually loose and holding the back part of the seat in. But other than that, it's not an issue if you buy this new, really nice model. As I said, it comes in white right now. You can still find it in black. It's just not produced in black anymore. There's also burgundy. It's available in burgundy and sort of an icy blue color, which is pretty nice. Overall, I like the black best. I think it's a really nice model. I highly recommend it, especially if you like Chryslers and you're kind of into this sort of type of car, the sedans. This is a must-have for your collection.